Hey everybody, it's Laura here. I am in the middle of this article on redefining healing. And what is coming through is very much for me, my grandmother's voice. My grandmother, she lived to be 102. She wrote a book at 98. She is a remarkable woman, a woman of deep, deep faith. And in the article, I share a story that she shared with me about the power of the Holy Spirit and the power of grace. Now, here in BodyMind, we talk about the universe. We talk about energy. We talk about all these concepts. And I have to tell you personally, for me, living BodyMind is really about feeling the presence of God, feeling the presence of all. And expressing that in your life, letting myself be a vessel for this work to be lived through me. And I'm sharing this story in the article of her about that moment for her when she experienced that. And to me, that was a moment of grace, because I think at its core, true healing is a moment when you allow grace. That grace may be forgiveness, that grace may be acceptance, that grace may be simply love for what is, not trying to change it. And I want to do this video to actually share with you a moment where I had this feeling. Now, many of you know my story. A lot of you probably don't. I used to work in the Bahamas. I taught marine ecology at a field station. I would go out scuba diving and snorkeling every day, lived in a bathing suit practically all the time. And while I was down there, I lived and worked with two of my best friends. And on New Year's Day, 2003, we were all planning a celebratory New Year's Day dive. And at the very last minute, as a diver, your ears are really important, but I had a zing go through my ear. And I turned to my friends and I said, I don't think I should go. And I gave them a hug, watched them drive off through the channel. And that was the last time I ever saw them. They never surfaced from the dive. To this day, we have no idea what happened. And it left me empty. It left me raw. It left me with a lot of grief and a lot of guilt. And for years, I struggled navigating that for years. And so much of that guilt that I was told not to feel it landed in my body. I felt it in my body. It presented itself because so much of the world said, don't feel guilty, don't feel this, don't feel that. It showed up as pain. And my BodyMind journey has really been shifting that relationship, being willing to feel. And a pivotal moment for me of healing happened. It was about 7 or 8 years after the incident, after the accident. I was back on the island because I would go back every Christmas to volunteer and bring gifts for the kids. And I was down there one evening, and I was just standing on the edge of the beach, my feet, on the grainy sand, and my toes sinking in with the water just gently lapping over my feet. The stars, the Caribbean stars, just like a blanket across the sky, reaching from edge to edge. And, of course, that breeze, that Caribbean breeze that just somehow just always smells good, right? So I was just there, and I was thinking about my friends, and I was feeling the guilt, and I was feeling the sadness, and I was feeling all the love that I had for them. It had been years, and I remember standing in that moment because my biggest fear was that somehow they had been separated, they went into an underwater cave. My fear was that they had been separated from each other, but really my fear was that they were separated from God. And I remember in that moment just praying, God, no, I just hope they were with you. I hope in those final moments that they felt that they asked for your presence, that they asked to be with you, that they asked for you to come in and take away their pain and let whatever happened be peaceful and easy. And I just prayed, God, I pray that they were with you. I pray that they were with you. And like my grandma shared in the story about that feeling of just being overcome with a calming balm, with grace, with just an inner knowing that everything is okay, because all of us are held in love. I just had this sensation just wash over me. And I heard, in whatever way you hear those voices, I heard that voice. It was calm, it was still, it was powerful. And it just reverberated through me. And I heard and felt that presence of God say, Laura, I was with them. And that was the moment that I felt like I could finally let go of my guilt, of my shame, of my sadness, because I knew that they were held. It wasn't that they had to go seek God, that God was literally holding them. I think true healing is that moment of surrender and allowing grace to wash over you, because you are always held in love. And so whatever challenge you might be going through, whatever is in your history, that might be painful, trauma, or relationships that have fallen apart, whatever it is that you have been holding on to in this journey, waiting to heal. What I hope you hear in this moment is that you are held. You are held by love. Surrender and allow that grace to fill you up. Because it's not about getting rid of something. It's about being full of something. And all of us are held and filled with love. This is Body, Mind, Living with Laura Wieck. Thanks for watching.